The city of Jerusalem lay quiet under a tapestry of stars. The Passover supper with his disciples had ended, the echoes of their voices and the taste of wine still lingering in the upper room. Shadows flickered over the stone walls as Jesus led his disciples out, slipping through the moonlit streets, past the city gates, toward the Mount of Olives. The night winds whispered through olive trees as their small group reached a familiar place, the Garden of Gethsemane. Here, ancient trees anchored their twisting roots in the rocky soil. Jesus paused at the entrance and turned to the disciples, his gaze more solemn than they had ever seen. "Sit here while I go over there and pray," he said, and Peter, James, and John followed him further into the darkness, their steps muffled by dew-laden leaves. Beneath the thick branches, Jesus stopped and looked intently at his three closest friends. "My soul is overwhelmed with sorrow to the point of death," he confessed. "Stay here and keep watch with me." While the others waited, Jesus walked a short distance away. He fell to his knees, digging his hands into the earth, his breaths coming in quiet sobs. The agony in his heart felt unlike anything he had ever experienced. Looking up at the vast, silent sky, he whispered, "Father, if it is possible, may this cup be taken from me. Yet not as I will, but as you will." After some moments, Jesus returned to find the disciples. But sleep, heavy and irresistible, had overtaken them. He woke Peter. "Couldn't you men keep watch with me for 1 hour?" His voice trembled with both sorrow and disappointment. "Watch and pray so that you will not fall into temptation. The spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak." Leaving them once again, he withdrew and poured out his heart in prayer, sweat prickling his skin and mingling with the cold night breeze. "Father, if it is not possible for this cup to be taken away unless I drink it, may your will be done." Overwhelmed, he prayed with a fervor that drew blood, red beads mingling with sweat falling to the ground. He came back, found them again asleep, words tangled by tiredness, eyelids drooping with sorrow. He left, prayed a third time, the weight of the coming ordeal settling on his shoulders, each prayer a surrender, each silence an answer. As he rose, a strange steadiness seemed to fill him. He approached his slumbering friends a final time. "Are you still sleeping and resting? Look, the hour has come, and the Son of Man is delivered into the hands of sinners. Rise, let us go. Here comes my betrayer." In the crackling quiet, torchlights flickered through the olive grove. Soldiers, priests, and a familiar face, Judas, approached. Judas greeted Jesus with a kiss, a signal, a betrayal that pierced deeper than any sword. The soldiers seized Jesus. Peter, in panic, drew his sword and struck a servant, but Jesus stopped him. "Put your sword back in its place," he said gently, "for all who draw the sword will die by the sword. Do you think I cannot call on my Father, and he will at once put at my disposal more than 12 legions of angels? But how then would the scriptures be fulfilled that say it must happen in this way?" His words stilled the chaos. Allowing himself to be bound, Jesus looked at his disciples, fear and confusion plain in their faces. "Am I leading a rebellion, that you have come out with swords and clubs to capture me? Every day I sat in the temple courts, teaching lightning rods of truth. But this is your hour when darkness reigns." As Jesus was led away by the soldiers into Jerusalem, the garden returned to stillness, broken only by the quiet breathing of his shocked disciples.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoy the story, please leave a comment, like, and subscribe to our channel for more interesting Bible stories like this.